Just to say welcome. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. And are ready for some classic Sekirando content. Right here on twitch.tv/Omax. Omax. The place that you're watching shit. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna see. I don't think the settings have changed since last time, so they shouldn't give me any sales. But who's to say? OBS will be OBS. Okay, that looks good. All right. Okay, yeah. I don't know how long this is going to take. We were pretty close last time, but I think I'll go for... I wouldn't mind going for a better ending, since I very rarely do. And there's some fun stuff, like we know the killing the carp is necessary, so that adds more to the experience. Look at this. It's Ungo sugar. And some money. Kuro really being Wolf's dad today. Just here's a couple bucks and some candy. Now get lost. Hey! Oh, what's up with you, man? I'm gonna need to enlist your help for something. Specifically, I made a bunch of meme popper decks. I'm looking for people to play them. It's the $1 million question. Oh boy. Probably Blue-Eyed Samurai, if I had to guess, based on your description, Magus. Also, how you doing, Magus? How's your summer treating you? Holy crap. Gotta put down one of these guys. I feel like the monk is going to be the easier of the two. Oh, that's good. Oh, I told, what I told Kaz Shredster is that I'm the video game Bodhisattva. I could reach video game Nirvana / Moksha at any time. But I stay within the system of video game samsara to teach more people the way. I figured it's all good, Kaz. Yeah. That's the best way I can summarize, that's the best way I can kind of contextualize me making everyone play God Hand and this. Then 13 Sentinels. Part of that story is focused on like the small foreign community in Japan during the Edo period. You see, here's the thing. You're going to end up with different sects of video game samsaraism. And I am the, it's a blitzballer. Yeah, mid-air death blow. Oh, hello, sir. I mean, I will call that a win. I would say Killer 7 is in my upper echelons. Can you talk spoilers about... Sounds like he's voiced by Eamon Holmes, though. I don't know who Eamon Holmes is, I'm afraid. So I can't attest to that. You like Chancellor Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith? Yeah. How's it going, Mal? Talk spoilers for what? I have to ask. We can talk spoilers in general. Personally, I'm not big on too big a spoiler on a car. I think it can look kind of tacky. I'm not a Subaru guy, so I can't really comment on. I know people who like WRXs because they have the big spoiler. And it's not really my scene, but I don't want to say, I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, you know, say, oh, it looks bad. And I like the whale tail, like the old whale tail Porsche spoilers. Those are pretty cool. Even though, again, not really. I think like that whole car is good enough looking that maybe I just don't mind spoilers on there. Yeah, I mean, presumably not. Is that the... I don't think that is Blue Eye Samurai then. I don't think that's... I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That being said, I did only watch Blue Eye Samurai the once. I mostly remember just the, like, revenge stuff, but... Especially because I don't like the Irish character in that is gone fairly early on. Obscenely quadruple layered spoilers on an ultra wide American pickup truck. I did miss that. Try any. I mean, I'm excited to play. I'm excited to play Shantae Advance. It looks quite good. Well, I knew like the story of it being made, which is really cool. But I think I own it, but I haven't, I'm still like, I'm still playing a lot of Wu Chang, and I've been trying to do some speedrunning practice. Well, this fucking sucks. He does have a cool hat. Yeah, okay, so it's my understanding that they were not lost, but they were also not like the game was not considered like workable for whatever reason. And by then by the time I think it was relevant, the Game Boy Advance had kind of run its course, so they never bothered with it. General Vilehand. Not gonna lie, General Vilehand sounds like one pseudo pun away from being a Star Wars character. Or a Saturday morning cartoon character. Is a new Shantae game on the GBA? No, a port of an unreleased Shantae game that was meant for the Game Boy Advance came out on PC, Switch, a bunch of other stuff. Oh, no, he's like the generic brand of Vilehand. I mean, he kind of is. Yeah, it looks really good. Well, and that's what I was going to say, is that, like, Shantae, I think a lot of people aren't aware, or, I guess just aren't aware. Like, Shantae's been going for a very long time, but it only became kind of popular, fairly recently, because the character gained a lot of popularity, and then the game started selling a lot better after that fact. But yeah, in their initial releases, they were kind of sleeper hits, from my understanding. They're not sleeper hits, but like not hugely successful. Your brother-in-law is a law major now. So he's your brother-in-law major. Oh, he's a major now. I can read. Fuck. Yeah, oh, and the royal, what branch is he in? I guess army if he's a major. Oh, I think the Air Force has majors. That's very fair. I can think of a few of those. Army, okay. Right on. Good on him. Congrats. I mean, to your brother-in-law, not... Right, I'm gonna hit Old Grave next. Do the dojo skip even though I don't have to. Oh, I guess I haven't done the dojo actually. Maybe I should do that. This is why I'm doing the dojo skip. I don't want to get this rusty, especially if this comes to Archipelago. Also, how you been, Weary? What's new with you? Yeah, well, there you go. Shred with the fucking context, like always. I still don't know how Sean did that. Because I do assume YouTuber Sean is responsible for the Silksong release, and that it is just a further part of his shit posting about the game. Okay, make my entire life game. Have the Shichiman Warrior jump. This is decidedly not jumping. Neither is this. Baron, ultra poor, general public, and major walk into a bar. Search for treasure, find an important ability. So, Mibu breathing technique is somewhere in Ashna Castle. And its periphery. Its periphery. Hold up. Oh, cutscene remover. My dumbass was reading that as customer service representative. Hell yeah, Weary. I love FF10 CSR as a speed run. Like, I think if CSR had existed 10 years ago, I would have learned it. One of the first games I learned the speed run for was FF10-2 New Game Plus. Which is the shortest FF10-2 at the time. Hey, go fuck yourself, Mal. I don't know why I was so needlessly aggressive there, but that's sick. I remember before CSR, there was the guy who would run... I can't remember his name. There's a guy who would run 3 different SKUs of FF10 at the same time, and he'd, like, catch up to them on his... he'd, like, get to a cutscene in one game and then switch to the other game, and they'd all be on screen at the same time. It's fucking hilarious. Such a cool, like, setup. It's an IKEA joke. You have to put it together yourself. I like it. If it looks like I'm stalling, it's just because I don't like doing Old Grave. I learned Max Payne 3 last year, which has a CSR, and it's awesome. It does glitch out the game a couple times. Cutscene remover. Or as I said before, customer service representative as well. That makes sense. Silksong, Ash's creator. Yeah. Update, PoE 2 update. Gotta practice new runs. Dude, that's me. I'm so fucking excited for Delta, but I know I need to, like, temper myself. There's a very real chance I end up, like, petitioning Trank and Slurpy Ninja to let me switch one of my runs to Delta, because like, there's a good chance I just won't be able to stop myself from playing it ad nauseum. But yeah, Delta's in 4 days. Remake of my all-time... I really struggle with the idea of, like, a all-time favorite game, but I don't struggle to say that if there's a Mount Rushmore, MGS3 is one of the heads on it. MGS3 for speedrunning? Oh, yeah. And just in general. Oh, sorry, I missed the earlier comment about my best speedrun game. The game I think I am best at speedrunning, MGS3 is way up there. Hoorot is probably, though, the best one. I feel genuinely proud of how good I am at Hoorot. MGS3, Sekiro. Here's the problem. I feel like Sekiro would have to share a slot with, like, other FromSoft games, and I actually would put Elden Ring above it. Sorry, it's spelled H-R-O-T. It's a Czech boomer shooter in the style of Quake. Yeah. Sorry, I guess that's how it's pronounced in Czech, is Hurot. Love that game. And the speedrun is so fun. Grenade skips and getting Shamik the horse to clip you through doors. I love Bioshock Infinite. That's a game there's no galaxy where I ever become, like, a top runner in BSI, but I will pick up BSI any day of the week. Super rot. Super rot. I look forward to speedrunning Peripetea more as more of that game comes out. It's right now in early access. I'm running the first 4 levels, which are all that's out at Slurpathon. Is it 4 levels? Might be 5. The intro. That's a Polish immersive sim Hurot. With the world's most charming UI. You see. It's intro, Memorial Towers. What the heck is the 3rd level? Because there is 5. There's those 3. Or there's those 2. There's a level that I'm not remembering. Oh, fuck. The one where you shoot the tanks from the top of the building with the PTRS. There's those 3. There's the level in Serbia, and then there's Belgrave, and then there's the final level. Apparently... Elden Ring? Yeah, I had heard that. I don't know how you do speedrun FTL. I know that there's a speedrun community for FTL, but I don't know how it works. I haven't played anywhere near enough FTL to speedrun it. If I was going to speedrun a roguelike in that vein, it would be Into the Breach. The WAD is called Total Chaos? That sounds sick. Honestly, Doom wads have become like their own form of art. Like, it's crazy. Well, yeah, no, certainly. I don't know the logistics of it because I don't know FTL that well. Hey, Paunch, how's it going? Yeah, on top of all that, Weary, I got back into Street Fighter recently. Is it myhouse.wad? Oh shit. Sorry. I've been bad at checking Discord messages. I've been bad at checking messages in general recently. Mia's PC freezes whenever she's playing a game. Does the whole computer freeze, or does like the is it like a crash? Or sorry, does the whole PC freeze and like crash, or is it like the game itself freezes and you can open other stuff? Oh, it's like BSODing. Do you know what kind of processor she has? Okay. Oh, sorry, it's not blue screening, but it freezes altogether and she can't do anything. Okay. Yeah, let me know, because that could change stuff. Oh shit, where did you come from? Government shinobis. Well, guys, we found where all the red lumps were. 12th gen Intel. Huh, okay. There's a similar issue. Slurping Ninja actually had it recently, where 14th, 13th, and 14th gen Intels were doing that. And he had to get his replaced. But I don't think the i12s did it. I'd check the event viewer. It's kind of... I'd reproduce the issue. Here's what my advice would be: to reproduce the issue. Like, launch a game so that it crashes. And then restart the computer, because presumably you have to do that to, like, regain control of it. And check the event logs. They're a nightmare to check through, because there's like a million things in there. But the event viewer / event logs will list if something specific failed. And then if it's like a memory issue or something like that, you can kind of look at options on how to proceed. Ooh, broken horn. Tomoe's note. Oh, I don't even have to buy this to find out what it is. Still, return to the divine realms. Restoration requires a key to a snake-guarded bridge. I cannot defeat a boss. Hidden by the high priest of a late-game location who has no desire to sever immortal ties. Okay. This might be the second time ever that I can do, Black Hats. I think if you just click on, like, the Windows logo, presumably she's on, like, Windows 10 or 11. Yeah, if you click on the Windows logo and then type into the little, like, search bar, if you just look up Event Viewer, it'll come up. And then, when you're in the Event Viewer, all of the stuff is collapsed by default, so you want to just, like, expand the Windows logs and go System, and it'll show you the last 35,000 event logs that Windows has categorized. Give me 1 second though, guys. I have to refill my water, and I forgot to feed my turtle, so I got to do that real quick. I'm back in 5-ish. What on earth did I miss? Ooh, handmade miniature cinnamon rolls. Sounds good as hell. All right. Well, that leaves a that takes care of most of the Ashna Castle checks. I just had such a cursed thought. I just unprompted was like, what if I could get into air swim? Nah. I mean, the fact that I made it out of bounds was kind of impressive. But now we just fallen. I don't have Hearts of Iron. Or I'm played Hearts of Iron. I think you gifted me a Hearts of Iron game a long time ago. I'm excited for the Age of Mythologies Japan expansion. That's gonna be cool. Also, I'm so excited that I managed to get the air swim jump there. It was stupid, because this was like 20 years ago, I think. It might have been someone else. I just know I own a Hearts of Iron game and I didn't buy it. Out of my cousin, though, I have a cousin who really likes Hearts of Iron as well. Game input service file errors. It's not ideal. My instinct there is that it might be a good idea to reinstall Windows. Okay, then it probably wasn't you then, Magus. But what I would do before I reinstall Windows, flash your... Do you know how to flash a BIOS? Airswim comment. No idea. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but... it would probably be less work than reinstalling Windows from scratch. Trying to think how to describe flashing a BIOS. You want to basically restart the, Wait, I don't want to actually come over here yet. You want to restart the computer, but don't, go into Windows. Like, there'll be a button to go into the BIOS instead. Or UEFI. And, yeah, this is not something I'm confident enough in to describe. If someone's computer's on the line type of thing. Though, if you wanted to do it the cheap way, or the easier way, would be to, Open the computer up. There should be a watch battery on the motherboard. Oh, there's me breathing. Take the, take the watch battery out. And then hold the power button down for like 15 to 45 seconds. Put the watch battery back in and then reboot the computer. I can reset it. Like hard reset it, but I wouldn't. I would probably, if you've got someone you can go to who knows how to do like a BIOS reset, or if you can take it to like a computer shop and do that, you're probably better off. I think you can also disable game service. Game input service. Or the game input service is like a program, like a section of Windows. And you could probably just disable that, but I don't know how you do that. Part of me is like, maybe it involves like doing like registry editing, which is a nightmare, and I wouldn't advise. I wouldn't do it myself, let alone advise someone to do it. How often do you need to change that watch battery? Theoretically, you don't. Theoretically, like 15 years. Because theoretically, it almost never gets used, really. So, like, it may expire, but even then you wouldn't notice it unless you ended up in a situation where the computer needed to run off of that battery. Obviously, the computer can't really run off of that battery, but the chips on your motherboard can. So you could have a dead BIOS battery and never have to worry about it. That being said, I mean, if you...
Yo.
Yo, how's it going?
Good. Who up dying twice with their shadow?
Let me just say, my ninjas.
How's it going?
Good, good. How's by you?
Pretty good. Just finished cooking dinner.
Nice.
Maybe muting myself a bit while I eat.
Fair enough. All right. I found me breathing.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it?
The tree outside the, like, doors you have to open to get to the reservoir.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I have no idea if this dinner is going to turn out as good as I'd hoped. But
Yeah?
I made some homemade DIY, well, semi-DIY, Doritos Locos Tacos.
Nice. Do they sell, like, the taco shells for them?
Taco Bell doesn't, but I found some old El Paso brand nacho cheese flavored taco shells
Taco
that
shells?
at least visually look the same. So hopefully they'll be good.
Fair enough.
And then I made some taco meat loosely based on a recipe that Tracy gave me, and then threw on some lettuce and cheese.
Right on. It's loosely based on the motion capture performance of Tom Hanks. I guess they said I did get a hint that said that I need to open the Gunfort Shrine path, so I will do Gunfort next.
I need to set up a keybind for muting myself in Discord.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alternatively, I could just temporarily put myself on push to talk. If I figure out what my push to talk button is.
Also fair. It's another option. It's on the table. Or sur le table, as they say in French. They probably don't say it stupid like that, but...
No, they do.
Shots fired at France. It's gonna be the flutenest seed I've ever played.
What's the difference between push to talk normal and push to talk priority?
Well, once if it's you really want to talk to them, you really want to push to talk to them, then you need to use the priority one.
Oh, it's for when you're in really big group calls. When you do push to talk priority, other speakers who are not also transmitting with priority will temporarily have their volume lowered while you're speaking.
Interesting. Got a ghost snake eyes in the building? They surrender. I just find the whole, like, American animosity towards France strange. Like, they're the reason the country exists.
Yeah, but in the 2000s they were anti-Iraq war, so
That's a good point. That's a good point. I forgot about that.
hence the whole freedom fries.
I remember
thing.
the freedom. I was living in Europe during the freedom fries era. Peak. No, this is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, TRG. Yuck, 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 yuck.
Actually, I'm Rebecca.
Ah! That's a good point. Is Nightbot
still dead?
Is Nightbot still dead?
Yes.
I have Peak.
Yeah, we have Peak. We've played it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Not on stream. But
not
we've
on
played
stream,
it.
but I've played Peak. Yeah, it's a great game.
The new Mesa biome is very interesting.
Now that I haven't done. Oh, oops. Fuck.
Well, new is in like a couple weeks ago, but yeah. So now when they generate islands, your third biome can either be the ice biome or the mesa biome.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I played Marvel with Bong. I know Bong's internet connection is not always the most stable thing. Is that a headless? Yeah, I think it's a headless.
Looks like it.
Alright.
I should pull up the screen share so I don't have a delay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a headless. What?
But is it a headless ape?
No. It is a headless person.
What is a man if not a hairless ape?
A feather, a plucked chicken, actually. Diogenes told me so. A miserable pile of secrets. That too.
Actually, I subscribe to the theory that a man is a miserable pile of apes.
See,
That's right,
everybody knows.
multiple apes.
God. A miserable featherless biped. I mean, that's especially not wrong. Regretty, time to use confetti.
Look at that miserable featherless biped. He's got anxiety.
But enough talk. Have anxiety at you. Just throws your credit card bill at you. You're probably right now.
Insurmountable consumer debt at you.
But enough talk. Go to therapy.
But that's what therapy is.
Mega Man 4. Ring boomerang. Can I go through skull barrier? I like... It only does 1 damage, so it's complete time loss. That's interesting. I like to imagine someone hearing that factoid, but not knowing that it's a Mega Man factoid. Just like saying to someone at my work, hey, did you hear that ring boomerang can go through skull barrier? I'll be like, what the fuck? So long, Gay Bowser.
Yeah, but don't worry though, it's slow.
Well, I know, yeah, I know you said it. I'm just saying that it's one of those funny out of context things. It's like when people are talking about like sports playoffs, but you don't know that it's sports playoffs, and you just hear them say that the Sharks eliminated the Coyotes, and you're like, wow, all of them? How? One of them lives underwater. The other one lives in the desert. Mel, I wasn't saying that you did. Oh, okay, never mind. Bit's over.
That's it. Back to Winnipeg.
Back to Winnipeg. There'll be no Cape Canaveral for anybody. Can I chicken? Oh, fucking ghost dog. Oh, that's cool. You should get Skull Shield from a guy named Debone Bag. But if you die to him, he should move Mega Man's eyes 1 pixel together. 1 pixel closer together. So that your family doesn't recognize him. I like Cricket had Living Force on it. I don't remember which Mega Man speedruns have zips in them other than 1 and 2.
This may be hard. This may be hard to believe, but most crickets have living force within them. For they are living things.
Oh, not that one. Not anymore. What's going on? So it fixed itself. Oh shit. Long-armed centipede Shizu. How will I deal with this?
The long arms just give her more torque for the blitz ball.
Yeah.
It's deadly.
Yeah. Gonna kill her in a single blow.
Watch out for that Jex shot.
I will watch out. Jex shot? Everyone can see the Jex shot coming because it's so iconic. You gotta watch out for his Venom tackle. Which she doesn't have, so we're safe. Crickets aren't real, and neither are horses. It's true. Can you imagine living in a world where people existed with horses?
Actually, she learned Venom tackle. The Douglas taught her.
Fucking Douglas. That's why they'll never be the Xanark and they'll never beat the Xanark and Abes. They're too busy teaching snake ladies how to do, or fish ladies how to do, venom tackle instead of working on their own inferior statistics. Plus, how can crickets be real if our eyes aren't real? Checkmate, atheists.
Yeah, but they're still better than the goers.
That's true.
Not that that's saying much.
I mean, the goers have been made into goners, let's be real. Something funny about finding suppressed presence here.
Insert Plague of Gripe shitting on the goers for like 20 minutes. Right
Yeah.
here.
He's got a face that just screams, "Look at me, Daddy. I'm doing my best." And it's going horribly. Fucking love Plague of Gripes. I mean, the boomers have turned into bombers. They've turned into the Winnipeg Boom Bombers. They're your team, TRG. Goers, huh? I think it's time for them to go home. Wait, no, don't. They're playing at their home team. I also like
These
that.
guys, or this guy looks like the dev who made him opened up the character creator and just hit accept on the default.
It's like how like half of the animals, or like half of the enemies in here managed to kill themselves.
All right, I've finished eating. I can commentate more actively now.
You've managed to avoid drowning. Good job.
My verdict on those taco shells is pretty good. Not as good as the Taco Bell ones, but in fairness, I didn't realize until like the last minute that you have to cook them. And someone else was already using the oven, so I had to microwave them, which may make a noticeable difference. I'll have to try that tomorrow.
Fair enough. Now that sounds like a Malltown deck review. It does. I think Plague of Gripes and Malltown have similar ways with the words when the words are insults. A toaster oven is a good investment.
I do have an air fryer, but not the kind that would be good for those shells.
It's an air fryer tuck.
Well, it doesn't have like a rack to hang them on.
Oh. Well, I like to better my way in my world of stupidness.
It's a very good air fryer. It's just not also a toaster oven. We all want that, Mal.
No one
I
there.
assume.
But then does
By we
Maldhound...
all, I mean somebody, surely.
Just say, does Maldhound then rate whether or not the air fryer can get it?
I mean, it's an air fryer. Have you seen how many homes it's in these days? Of course it can get it.
Yeah, last time I was here, this motherfucker jumped constantly, which means now he will never jump. Oh, fuck. There's one. Where is that Shichiman warrior? He's back here.
Where's that Shichiman warrior? For some reason, Spain.
They just speak Spanish. It's a son with a Spanish name. Maybe the Shichiman warrior is Shadow the Hedgehog and it loves Latinas.
That's why it stole your passport.
Exactly. Oof. Big oof. That actually ties back because, well, that would be... Oh, yeah, I mean, we'd have to find out whether or not he's pissed on someone's wife. It's funny because that also ties back because...
Nightbuck isn't here.
Yeah. There's a Maldhound review of the Shadow the Hedgehog magic card where you...
I know that I know that Nightbot is working because I saw it active in a YouTube stream earlier today. I think you just need to log into the site and tell it to rejoin your chat.
Oh, probably, yeah. Alright. I'll do that when I get to the next, like, Sculptor's Idol.
My guess is that Twitch did some fuckery.
Yeah.
And all the Nightbot API tokens probably expired.
Probably. Honestly, it probably played Pokemon. As Twitch is wont to do. You cannot escape from death.
Do you think there's a world where Twitch plays could beat Sekiro?
Probably. I think Twitch plays do some absurd shit.
They've done some absurd shit, but this game is like all about timed inputs.
Yeah.
Like, they could probably still do it, but I feel like at that point it's just like a thousand monkeys with typewriters situation.
Yeah. Get out of here, Musashi monkey. What did Wald say about Shadow the Hedgehog? That he was really broken, essentially. And made made at least one joke about the whole, like, Shadow loving Latinas thing.
Given
the
that
best of times, it was the blurst of times. You imbecile.
Given that to my understanding, the most recent Sonic movie was basically a rehash of the plot of Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed the Magic crossover didn't include like a command tower that's just the Space Colony arc.
Yeah. I'm also kind of, especially nowadays, there's actually even more things you could have as it because they just introduced spaceships in MTG.
Yeah.
Could have it be.
Actually, I forget what cards exactly. I know there's
I mean,
Tails, Knuckles, and Shadows, but
and those aren't like Secret Lair like swaps. Those are like novel creatures.
yeah, the Knuckles one is stupid.
They're all pretty fucking strong, actually, from my understanding.
Like how instead of Supersonic, we got Super State.
Yeah. Isn't it like a supersonic would be a creature, and I think it's an enchantment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a legendary enchantment aura.
Yeah.
I do like that the background on the Shadow the Hedgehog card is Radical Highway.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What does he actually do? I haven't actually looked at him.
So yeah, the only thing you really need to know about his lore, Mal, is that he's a bitch-ass motherfucker because he pissed on Eggman's wife. He said his dick was
That's
this
right.
big.
He took his hedgehog quilly dick out, and he said his dick was this big.
I said, no, it fucking
I
isn't.
said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's like the size of this walnut, except
Way smaller. Thank you, I'm a shameless Shadow super fan. You do not want to know Shadow's lore. And that's fair.
I'm sure there are a lot of synergies I'm not aware of with Shadow the card, but reading what it does seem pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's I can't imagine that. Oh, wrong tool equipped. Two Jim Carreys is too many. I was gonna make a joke about like the movie. Like you could just watch the movie, but it might not be your cup of tea. 'Cause it's not like Battlefield Earth or like. I don't know. I feel like every time Mal references a movie, it's a movie that like I only know exists because of an episode of like How Did This Get Made? Where it's like today we're talking about like a weird like 90s era bad movie.
I feel like all you need to know, like in earnest, about Shadow the Hedgehog's lore is that he's a failed question mark experiment, and he liked a girl and the girl died.
Yeah.
There you go. You know Shadow's lore.
That's about what I know of it. I'm sure there's more.
There is, but I feel like his lore gets really complicated depending on which games you're
Successful
considering.
experiment. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, isn't it like I feel like it's one of those things where it's like the experiment was a success in practice or in theory, but not in practice or what have you. Like, because admittedly,
I think
not the person. Like, he's supposed to be the perfect life form, but like presumably so they could use him for evil deeds, and that doesn't happen.
Well, I think he was locked away because they thought he was a failed experiment.
Oh, that makes sense too. So it's like a l'enfant terrible type situation.
My understanding, and I probably don't have as extensive of knowledge here as Shred does, but my understanding is that Shadow was an attempt to recreate a like prehistoric depiction of Supersonic as like a creature.
Huh.
Like somebody saw like a basically not really a cave painting, but like a prehistoric depiction of Supersonic, and then he tried to recreate it, and
Okay.
eventually the result was Shadow. Which is why his quills go up, like when Sonic's in supersonic form.
Interesting. Okay. Teleport and run real fast. Good.
No, Shred, you can tell that BioLizard was the fuck up because he requires a life support system to live, and said life support system has a giant glowing red weak point built into it.
And that recreation is all I can. Pull out my gun. Now I'm in the closet too.
Well, he can teleport because of the power of the Chaos Emeralds, which presumably he did not have one of at the time that,
yeah,
that he was with Maria.
During that flashback, Barack Obama had it, right?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, given the timeline of events, it would have been like Clinton or, I guess, Bush Sr.
Fair enough. In the original game, wouldn't it have been like Nixon?
All I know is that
a really funny mental image.
All I know is that in Sonic Adventure 2, there's a depiction of the U.S. president that's definitely based on Clinton.
Oh yeah,
Clinton.
yeah. Like of any, I was gonna say any character
I don't
from.
know how accurate the movie is to the game lore there, Mal. I have no idea. I haven't seen any of the movies.
Sex is a really good theory. Fair enough.
See, I like it better if that's true, though. Like, I like Shadow as a character more if that's true.
I mean, that's often the case, though. That happens with like fictional characters, fan theories, and stuff all the time. I'm the first to say that, like, hot take, most of the fan theories I've heard in my lifespan that people say are really good suck. Like, no shade. No shade to people who like them, but it's just like, as I've said a million times before, Deckard being a replicant makes Blade Runner a better story in the same way that Brody turning out to be a shark would make Jaws a better story. Like, yeah. But that one is that is pretty cool. I like that. Plus, it kind of like, I like the idea of a theory. Again, I'm not super familiar with Sonic in general or Shadow specifically, but like having intent behind like the design of this like super creature to me makes sense. I think that's cool. That's clever. Deckard being a replicant doesn't make anything better at all. I know it's a very stupid theory, but it's something that people who smoked a lot of weed in 1988 while watching the director's cut of Blade Runner on VHS said to each other. And enough of them talked about it to Ridley Scott that he was like, I mean, yeah, of course, it's always what I wanted it to be. He's a unicorn in the movie now. It wasn't from a different movie. I have two theories you hate. I hate Jar Jar anything but an oaf, and I really... Squalls. That's also a stupid theory. That's another one of those ones where it's just like, it's so deep, and I'm like, is it? A prehistoric theorist's depiction.
I will say with the Deckard being replicant, that is a dumb theory, but I do like how they turned that dumb theory into like an actual plot point in a later movie.
I was gonna say, yeah, Blade Runner 2049. Well, I like that Blade Runner 2049's take on it. It's just like, gives a shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
that whole arc is just like the depiction of it in 2049 is like, this is what that's the thing you're concerned about. That's what you care about. Look around you. There are more important fucking things happening than whether or not one random jabroni is a fucking replicant.
Yeah.
Like, that's barely slightly more ironic than anything Alanis was. It means, I mean, yeah, anyone who's studied like writing has suffered the pain of that Alanis Morissette song. But thankfully, she's wording it as a question. So you can always reply to the Alanis Morissette song by being like, no. No, Alanis, it's not ironic. I don't think.
Now, of course, I will say, Mal, just to wrap things up here, the most important thing you do need to know about Shadow the Hedgehog's lore is that his whole life he's always wanted to pee in a Hot Topic.
That's true.
That's his big ambition.
Well, I agree completely, Streaming Fist. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, the original, there are two, okay. I'm too far gone here. I apologize if this spoils anyone for Jacob's Ladder, which I do think is one of the greatest films of all time, but I don't think not knowing the twist to Jacob's Ladder makes it a worse movie. Jacob's Ladder and An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, the two like famous They Were Dead All Along stories, are great stories because they're like the fact that the character is dead is like an important, like the stories are about being dead. They're about coming to terms with like mortality and loss and trauma and how those relate to being like how lives end and stuff like that. And FF8 is not a story about that. It's a story about time and like like relationships and the way people, I mean, to be fair, plenty of stuff in FF8 about trauma and stuff like that. But yeah, like Squall getting skewered in like the first third of the game. The latter half of the game is not about coming to terms with that kind of thing. It's a story about nothing. No, that would be that's Seinfeld Fantasy 8 you're thinking of.
I thought Final Fantasy VIII was about shooting a dog out of a cannon and playing cards with your evil stepmother.
So,
was I wrong about that?
Yes, because Ultimecia has no relation to Squall. She just looks like an evil stepmother.
I prefer my way.
That's the only part of that you've got wrong. And no, it's about an autistic girl who loves trains. And a bunch of other stuff happens around her. But none of it matters. Oh, and a cowboy shoots a witch. Or tries to shoot a witch with a sniper rifle.
Okay, I didn't know FFA was a story about me and my personal life, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff's popular about that game that isn't Selfie, and it's all wrong, because Selfie's the best. Also, she fights with nunchucks.
I may have to get in touch with my lawyers about suing Square Enix for using my likeness. But
there you go. That's fair.
Good to know.
It also... giving children permanent brain damage and training them to be children so you can kill his ex-wife who raised them. I mean, that's... yeah, that's also what it's about. Time must compress. I genuinely think that's kind of a cool, like, really out there sci-fi idea, though, TRG, that, like, your villain knows that they're going to be defeated because of a prophecy, and their like plan is just to fucking like flatten time into a single moment so they can foil their assassination attempt. That's such a fucking bonkers idea. I kind of love it. Also, human Sonic the Hedgehog is in that game, but he has a Mike Tyson face tattoo, and it's Trank's favorite Final Fantasy character, which is incredible to me. And his name's Zell Dinked.
See, in reality, my only experience with FF8 is that I've seen the opening cutscene, and then about 5 minutes of the game, and then my copy crashed.
The opening cutscene fucks so hard in 2002 when I was playing it.
The copy of the game when I got it was the disc was already scratched, so the opening cutscene plays, and then Squall wakes up in his like bed or hospital, whatever it is.
This is dorm.
And then you talk for a couple minutes, and then you get up and walk out into the hallway, and then the game crashes.
Yeah, that's funny. chicken wuss.
And as far as I'm concerned, that's the entire game. I mean, I've already beaten it several times.
I mean, the only problem I can think of with that game is that that game does not feature the best character, Selfie Timlet. I can never remember the order of consonants in that name. This is not Zeldinked. No. Zell's actually a totally fine character too. He's like, if Final Fantasy as a franchise had a Ryuji, it would be Zeldinked. AKA if it had a best friendicus.
Is Final Fantasy VIII Selfie where they got the character likeness for the Selfie in Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
Okay, check it out.
Yellow dress, like Meg Ryan hair.
Yeah, I mean she's like 10.
She's like she's like a kid, and I mean she's kind of a kid in both of them, but she's like a child in Kingdom Hearts. As in Final Fantasy VIII, she's like a high schooler.
I think she's in
like
Kingdom
the
Hearts
rest of the
2 as
cast.
well in the intro though.
She is
older there.
Cypher the war criminal suffers no bad consequences. Yeah, but Mel, Kuja doesn't really suffer bad consequences for being like a mega genocide man in 9, and people love 9, so...
Does Kefka really suffer any consequences in 6? I mean, I guess aside from being the final boss at the very end of the game.
I mean, there's an argument, again, it's like another film theory thing, but like, I'm not 100% sure. This one I don't think this one's that bad, that like, he wants to die at the end, that like... He's bored, like he's like bored and impatient with the whole being alive thing. Again,
Yeah,
I don't know how much
like destroyed the world and became a god, right? So
yeah.
What else is there to do?
I was just say, it's one of those things. It's like I'm not sure that's supported by the text, but I like it as a theory. My like harebrained conspiracy theory, fan theory about Kefka is that like he's not actually insane. Not like he's not mentally deranged or whatever. Count Black looking ass. I mean, yeah, that's definitely the case. TRG.
I'm gonna come up with.
I'm a Final Fantasy VIII apologist.
On par. I'm gonna come up with a fan theory that's on par with some of the worst fan theories out there.
Yeah.
In reality, Kefka actually dies at Narsh, and the rest of the game is his dream as in his final moments.
Kefka doesn't survive being like imbued with magicite in the backstory for the game, and none of the game actually happens.
It's all just like a bad magicite trip.
Yeah.
It's basically him in his final moments being like, if it had worked, this is what would have happened. And I guess I would have died anyway, because these guys would have killed me, so I guess it's whatever.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you, TRG, for the record, about FF8. I would love an FF8 remake that kind of... Because I think FF8 has a lot of really great design concepts. I don't know if I would go so far as to say the game's designed well, because I think it has some pretty profound flaws in terms of, like, gameplay design. But I think it's a really cool game.
Well, if they remake 8, they'd have the opportunity to really streamline the game and just strip out all of the story and characters and stuff and just release a triple triad game.
Yeah. Triple triad with like a side thing that's
really
like
take the bloat out.
Do like what they did with Integrate, but instead of Yuffie, do it with Yuffie's equivalent in that game, aka Selfie, and just give me a game where you go around beating people up with a 3-section staff and loving trains and being an autist. It'd be great. The most relatable game ever. Only game that discourages leveling. Not the only game. Valkyrie Profile 2. Leveling is a huge mistake, I've learned. But that's because Valkyrie Profile 2 is a game with a lot of shit going on.
It can also be a huge mistake in both Morrowind and the original version of Oblivion.
Oh, yeah.
If you do it wrong.
Yeah, that's true. I say with the confidence of someone who's played, like, more than a couple hours of Morrowind and who did a single thing in Morrowind that wasn't just rob people.
both of those games feature leveling systems where if you aren't careful, you can get basically wasted levels where you level up, but you don't get nearly as many like stat upgrades as you would get
Okay,
if you
okay.
leveled more carefully.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know that. Doesn't surprise me
Yeah.
because it's a very CRPG thing to do.
It has a system where or they both have a system where which skills you level up on the way to getting enough experience for a level influences what stats you get for that level. And so if you accidentally level up, if you picked say acrobatics or running around, or yeah, acrobatics as your as one of your major skills, you can accidentally level that skill up too quickly to where
Okay.
you're at the point where you have enough experience to level up, but because the only thing you leveled up was acrobatics, the stats you get for that level are not very useful.
Okay, yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense. It's one of those things. It's like I don't know if I like that as a design idea, but it makes sense how it works.
Yeah. With the remake of Oblivion that came out recently, they actually changed the leveling system, so that's not a problem anymore.
Oh, that's cool. Every RPG just needs to be Persona. I mean, you know who agrees with you is the director for Expedition 33. He's a big, Persona's the greatest. Here you go, Bong. This one's for you. We gaming now?
That's the secret, Melezra. Every Bethesda game is a mess.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You can tell it's a mess by the fact that it starts with the Bethesda logo coming up. Less so for the games they published that Machine Games made. See, I believe Prey and Indiana Jones. But if they developed it, then yeah, it's gonna be a fucking gong show. I say with love. I say with love. Who doesn't love a gong show? Who isn't like, these gongs are great, but show them, please. But, yeah, no, yeah, they published them. They did not make them. So, yes, what I said is technically not correct. Yeah, it's not intentional. Also, how you doing, Avatar? I think it's just a broken shader.
Bethesda is short for this is the best you're gonna get.
Just makes me think,
you,
Gillette, the Bethesda man can get. What a boring set of monkeys so far. There's 3 different generals. We'll see who See No Evil is.
The monkey generals.
Yeah. These guys are generally monkeys. Oh, I gotta say, there's I've having beaten Wuchang now, there's some fucking banger bosses in that game. They do what I describe as what I think of as like a less annoying version of Demon of Hatred that actually feels like it fits better than Demon of Hatred.
Let Chun-Li into a Souls game. Hey, Omax, what's the company that developed Wu-Chang?
Great question. Here's a t-shirt. I don't know, some Chinese company. How's it going, Zack Attack? No, this is, Okatsu from Neo 1. It's just a model I had kicking around. And it actually works with the blood stain system, so I was like, fuck it, we'll take a break from Tekken 7 Kunimitsu. I wish I had a Chun-Li skin, that'd be fun. Then I'd just use High Monk the whole game.
Joke, Cyber.
Sucking at sim racing. Wishing your laptop wasn't overheating while playing Honkai. Well,
there's your problem. You're playing Honkai. No.
Yeah.
No, we won't, Mel. And you're the reason. No.
You're damn right, Mal. I went and deleted that model off of Nexus. I found the guy who made it, and I saw it as I found the guy who made that, and I cut him up like Urabrask. He's just like a torso on an altar now. Developed by Lindsay and published by 505 Games. Thank you, Avatar. It's gonna be the best joke you make for the month. I mean, it's a pretty fucking great joke. It brought me immense joy. Your favorite, Ari? I was gonna stream Biorand tonight.
We know, Mal. That's the problem. I kid, of course.
I do think one of the funniest things that's ever happened on my stream is when I was playing MGS5 and I was waiting for that like I was gonna ambush like a convoy, and Mal showed up and did the like, you know, the like Skeletor weird facts meme where they're just like, here's something disturbing until we
acknowledged until next time.
Yeah, until we meet again, and then runs away. This is just like waiting for this ambush, and people were like arguing about the Mario movie, and then Mal is just like, Midna from Twilight Princess is barefoot until we meet again, and then just like vanished into the ether. And my brother was just like, fuck you.
That was pretty great.
I don't even know how Mal is short, or Malezra is short for Quentin Tarantino. It just is. Man of many talents. I have several talents. At least one of them useful. Do I do the underwater? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go do the underwater.
I mean, unless I'm miscounting, which I probably am. Malezra and Quentin both have the same number of letters. Maybe it's just a simple shift cipher.
Simple shift cipher. I love the mental image that Mal, a person whose face I've seen before, is actually Quentin Tarantino, a person with a much stranger face. Because Quentin is a male, Zra, bruh, but with a Z, super hip and current. Mal pays someone to be the public face. I like that. I was going to suggest AI, but that's funnier.
Yeah, when you met him in real life, that was AI.
My face, or merely a photograph I use. No, it was. I haven't met Mal in real life. I've just seen a photo of his face. It could have been AI.
I like it better if you have met him in real life, but that was AI generated.
AI generated a person in real life. That would be funny. You wouldn't download a molester. Have you seen Mal from another angle? He could just be a 2D standee.
Andy. Skynet achieves sentience on August 24th, 2025.
It's true. I like the idea that, and this is perfect because Mal will get it. I like the idea that Mal is just like the picture I've seen of Mal is just a 2D standee, and if you go near to it, its arm goes up and down and goes, buy my book, buy my book. It immediately demanded its feet pics. It's from the critic.
I see.
You know what? Nothing would be more relatable if Skynet achieved sentience than it immediately being like, send feet pics, shapeless.
Yeah, honestly, that is what would happen. That's not incorrect.
Our saving grace will almost certainly be that that Skynet will be as horny as the people who made it, and therefore unable to wipe out the human race, because that would limit its access to horny media.
Wait, am I misremembering something about Mount? How could he be Quentin Tarantino if he's not a big fan of the FromSoft games?
Is Quentin Tarantino a fan of FromSoft?
No, because Miyazaki keeps putting like.
Oh yeah, good point.
FromSoft games.
I like how it's implied at this point that everyone with a foot fetish is one person. They're just all one homunculi.
Meledra is also Miyazaki, actually.
Miyazaki,
He's working on that
Kojima,
next
Quentin Tarantino.
all of them at once.
Wait, Mal, you've never played Tenchu Fatal Shadows? And you call yourself a video gamer? You've never played Armored Core 2? Oh, it's a drunkard. You really should form an opinion. This is a very funny request to me.
Oh, I gotta go get a dumb meme now because that just reminded me of it.
Oh shit, this guy's got the silent spit.
I'm putting a stupid meme in the meme dungeon or the meme gym. That
Please do. Double.
the way that TRG said you should really form an opinion just reminded me of this.
Sekir. Where we're going, we don't need D-pad. One sec here, let's see this meme. Let's see this vaunted meme. Your memes end here. That is quite good. That is quite good.
The way TRG said you really should form an opinion.
It's also like what happened to me with the latest Magic deck I built. I was like, I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
Infect fucking sucks. Who wants to play against Infect? Infect's annoying as shit. Fuck that mechanic. And then I was going through binders at the card shop and I was like, yo, this is a cool looking character. Oh, they're a commander. Oh, they're an Infect commander. Sweet. I guess I have an Infect deck now. My principles were not built strong enough to withstand an assault from a hot lady.
I mean, same.
Plus, I mean, like, that makes it sound like it's a horny thing. If it was a dinosaur that looked cool, I'd also have an Infect deck right now. Let's be real.
Yeah.
The vassals of Divine Palace executed here after defeating a boss. May their spirits grant you an important key. Oh!
Divine Palace boss has an import. Oh, so
Yeah.
passage on Dragon.
Yeah, passage keys on Dragon. I've actually known that for a minute. Well, I guess it could have been True Monk.
Yeah, could be.
But given that they were saying that
You would kill Dragon to use the passage key anyway. So.
well, and I was gonna say, and given that Mibu, oh thank God, given that Mibu breathing technique was also required. Oh shit! Remind me to read the ornamental letter.
Will do. Melizor says I like the 8/8 Toxic Haste Trample dinosaur. That thing's sweet.
It's Atali the Primal Storm, or the backside of Atali the Primal Storm, I think. Atali Primal Calamity? I'm not gonna lie, the only reason that didn't get me on the Infect train is that it's a Spinosaur and that's not as cool. Could absolutely... No, it's a green one? Really?
TRG says, mental note, Omax's weaknesses are hot ladies and dinosaurs, and the order is not important.
It's true. You're damn right. Yeah, RAM could always be an issue. Like, anything could be a RAM issue. RAM and motherboard issues are like RAM is easy to diagnose because it's easy to test if RAM is bad, but and it's easy to check because it's cheaper and easier to switch out than other components. So, I mean,
I'm not saying
if you have access to it.
I'm not at all saying that it isn't a RAM issue, but I don't know when the last time I heard of faulty RAM was.
Oh, especially with DDR6, it's more often than you'd think. Or DDR5, sorry. We deal with that a lot at my work.
I feel like I haven't heard of faulty RAM since Windows 98 days.
Oh no, RAM fails fairly frequently, but it fails in different ways than it used to in the 90s. What's really common these days is you'll have a bad DIMM, but it works well. It works fine with other DIMMs. So it's only bad if it's the only stick in there. Tyrannax Rex, huh? Give me a sec. What about Hot Dino Ladies? That's not my scene. Now, regular hot lady riding a dinosaur. That's pretty dope. Also, that's the movie Tammy and the T-Rex.
What's a Phyrexian dinosaur?
Tyrannax Rex. Oh, okay, this thing. Well, it's not legendary, so I couldn't use it as a commander.
Also costs
Ward 4? Yeah, and 8 mana. No, the one that got me on the Toxin train was Kinzu of the Bleak Coven. It's cool. It's a Phyrexian vampire lady. But it's mono black, which also means that it made me build a mono black deck. Which was easy because it's mono black. Mono black has so many you have so much access to so many things in mono black. Yeah, she's kind of funny. You sacrifice creatures to make little flying infect mites. So my deck list is basically just a bunch of 1 mana drop cheap creatures and creatures with discard effects, so I can just turn them into little guys. You're not wrong, Mal, and that is the greenest shit you can possibly do. Is be like, hey, you know what? Actually, fuck this game. It's over.
I thought that was more a red thing, was decking people in the face.
A red is more decking people in the face, but it's decking people in the face by blowing off your own dick. Blowing off, red finishing the game quickly is I'm gonna cast 60 spells and all of the spells are set your foot on fire, and then eventually you're standing on charred nubs, and then they push you over by throwing a goblin at your face. That, or you make a trillion fucking goblins. Those are the two red win cons.
I still loved in the whatever his name is, his video on the gastronaut guy.
Oh, Mullhound. Yeah, Mullhound.
His video on the new gastronaut card where he's anyone saying, oh, it's just 2 damage, it's not that bad, doesn't understand how red math works.
Yeah, red. I love the idea of red math.
Oh, Mortal Blade.
Mortal Blade.
Oh, you need to read Ornamental Letter.
Oh, thank you.
And the Severance Scrap.
4 triple G for 8/8. Can't be countered. Haste Trample. 4 Toxic. 4 is just saying so turn 3. I mean, I'm just glad it's not in blue or black, because it means someone can't Satoru Umezawa it into my fucking throat on turn 4. like has happened to me with Valgavoth.
No treasure in the Divine Palace.
Okay. Well, that's good.
And what does the Immortal Severance scrap say?
Oh. It's a dynamite question. Important item in the past, progress might be made.
Search for treasure in the past. Okay.
I think I found... Actually, I think that must be whoever, like, an item on Lady Butterfly. Also, I didn't go into the cell there, I should. Green needs an extra combat card. Green needs an extra combat card like I need a third leg. Like, it would be unnatural, and it would bring joy to no one. No, I kid. I kid. Surprises me that green doesn't have an extra combat card.
I mean, nobody makes mono-colored decks hardly anymore, so like, it's not hard to have a mostly green deck where you can pull an extra combat card elsewhere.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and like Gruul, green, red is a extremely, extremely common color pairing, and red has like a trillion extra combat cards. Hello, Samuel. Damn it.
He's gonna grab you. How did that miss?
I don't know. I'm gonna have words. This entire little island thing has been a comedy of errors.
It often is, honestly. I don't know why, but that little tight grouping of enemies is often just bad.
Yeah. Extra turn spell that... No.
Ooh, Axe the Monkey.
Thought I already had one.
Well, now you have two.
I don't know what I already had one of. Oh, third leg. Hey-oh!
Oh, I see now.
My like memory is so shot that people will say stuff in chat and I'll forget what they're replying to. Dog needs a bath. You rain on your parade, take an extra turn. I think if you wanted an extra turn, like an extra turns card in green, would be, sure, yeah, four green mana seems about right. And it would be called, You're Not Playing Simic, question mark? And the flavor text would be like, you can just play Simic. What are you afraid, like, adding blue to your deck is gonna somehow make it less stompy? It's not. And then just a URL that leads to Zolotayek, the Smiling Floods. Gatherer page. I've made exactly one Simic deck, and I've never lost with it. Admittedly, I've only played it like 3 or 4 times, but it's just like, do you want to play Magic on easy mode? These two colors in combination are just evil? Adding Wikipedia to MTG. That sounds like something they'd do. Like have a card that's like a reference to Wikipedia. There was a fucking Amogus card in the latest set. Like not a licensed one, but like a reference to it. Secret Layers? Yeah, you're not wrong.
It should have a shitpost Magic card where you when you play it, in order to get its effect, you have to win one of those like Wikipedia chain link games where it's like, start on this page and try to get to this page, and if you could do using only like links on the page.
I like it.
If you succeed, then you can do whatever the effect is on the card.
Yeah. That sounds like a fucking unfinity, like an un... They have these, like, unsets or, like, playtest cards that are like that. Where it's just, like, they're just shitposts.
I mean, really, it sounds like a Munchkin card, to be honest.
Yeah, it does. There's already a shitpost card. It's called Saw in Half. I mean, yeah, there's also, like, again, as I said, literal shitpost cards, like Scheherazade, which has the rule condition of playing a separate game of Magic the Gathering during your game of Magic the Gathering.
Oh man, that should be a rule. If you if you play two of the same creature, it's like in blackjack. You can split the stack, and now you're playing 2 games of Magic together.
Okay, that's actually very funny. I like that. That feels like it should be an unset. Someone tell Gavin Verhey about that, and it'll be in the next like playtest. There's a playtest card that's incredible. That there's a fairly unremarkable dinosaur called Colossal Dreadmaw. It's a 6-mana 6/6. With trample.
That's hella useful.
It is. These ladies don't want to be alive anymore, apparently. They're sassing me.
Same though. The assassin you part.
I figured. If you fork Scheherazade and the opponent just scoops before punching you in the face. Perfect. I like it. So you can't have infinite games the same way you can have infinite turns. It's one of my favorite facts as I was watching a Mauled video with a CEDH player, 3-3 Elk, who's a really great, like, very entertaining person. So is Maldy, obviously, but they're like, they're talking about, like, infinite turns, and it's just like, you have no idea how many times I've seen someone get infinite mana or infinite turns and not win. Because they just also didn't have something they could do. Because their combo is their entire engine.
For the record, fighting those guys, like actually fighting them and deflecting their moves, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's one of the harder enemies to deflect.
It is. It's really satisfying when you do and the centipede, like, breaks. It's just like, and you're like, yeah, fuck you. Oh, 3-story pagoda memo. We can finally find out what was in the 3-story pagoda I went to a long time ago. Hello, goes 3 Eyes.
I'm gonna guess it's go mode item
It must have been.
that you gotta go back for.
No, I went to it. I don't skip the 3-story pagoda.
No.
It's too important.
There's another secret item. In
There's there's a secret item. There's a secret layer item. No. If you win the sub game in Scheherazade, it just makes the opponent pay half his life. Yeah, you could just do that by hitting with an unstoppable slasher. Because black is a totally normal color of Magic card. Ooh, powered mortal draw, nice. And before secret cow item.
Okay, I joked about a card that lets you split your stack like in blackjack. But now all I can think is, what if there was a card that actually made you play blackjack with the cards at the top of your library? You just like use the mana cost as the value, and you play blackjack. And if you win, something good happens, and if you bust, then you just get fucked.
Actually, that would be an incredible, like, way too strong, but an incredible card if it did that. But, like, if you win, you get to keep the cards you flipped. The permanents get to stay on the battlefield, and if you lose, they just stay in your graveyard. They go straight to your graveyard.
You're exiled if you lose, if you bust.
Yeah, that would be better.
If you lose,
they go
into your graveyard. If you bust, they get exiled.
Yeah. Thing about Unstoppable Slasher, it's a demon for Unholy Annex. The best part about it is that I remove it on sight at all times. An annoying ass card. Everyone who has it removed is just like, I could see why you'd think it's a threat, but it's not the big threat. And I'm like, fuck you. Card hits me for half my health, rounded up every time. It can go fuck itself. Yeah, I like that idea. There's a similar mechanic. There's a thing called Clash where you flip, you and an opponent flip a card, and whichever one has the higher mana cost wins. You get to keep it. And usually there's some sort of sub thing.
Shred, I like that, but there would be no point in using that when like Door to Nothingness already exists.
Quadruple your mana totals. Oh my god. Mana fuckery is like the real way to break that game. Unholy Annex is a room that costs 2 black. When you unlock it, if you draw a card on your end, you draw a card on your end step. Control a demon, it drains your opponent for 2. If you don't, you lose 2 life. Huh. Could be gnarly. You got anything useful, pal? Ooh, gourd seed.
He's got confetti and more confetti.
Yeah. Sheesh. Sounds like he was saying sheesh.
He was.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if they did a fucking Balatro secret layer, because I know.
Honestly, yeah.
I know some people who work on MTG are big Balatro like heads.
I just like the idea of legendary creature Joker.
Yeah.
It's just a Balatro Joker.
There's a card called Jester's Cap. It kind of looks like an edgy version of the Balatro Joker. And it's pretty evil. You just like exile it. It's an artifact you exile, and then you can go through someone's deck and exile 3 cards. Summoning Chamber, 6 mana. I don't remember the spread, but it's mono black. Summon a 6/6 flying demon. There's some busted rooms, man. I can't remember what I have one in my adventures deck that's like, you just don't pay for like cards you cast from exile. I'm like, that seems like a lot. But sure, you do your game.
You know what card would have been perfect for that like blackjack effect that I mentioned?
What's that?
I assume there was a Setzer card in one of the somewhere in the Final Fantasy set.
There was, yeah.
That would be the place to put it.
I think there's 2. Is there 2 Setsers? No, there's only 1 Setzer. That would be perfect, because it does create a token vehicle called the Blackjack.
Legendary creature credit card.
Actually, it should be a legendary artifact.
Legendary creature. It'd be legendary creature. Fuck, what's that card called? Legendary creature acrobat, and it gives all of your creatures like +5/+5, but also you take damage when you attack.
Makes sense. I like the idea that you could do like a cycle of Jokers, the way they did a cycle of bobbleheads for Fallout.
Yeah.
Where there's like a bunch of them and they all have different effects. And you could like collect them all and put them all into
Honestly,
a deck.
they should just all be like legendary enchantments. They just like exist on the side of the battlefield and give you effects.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's Snake Eyes Blazing Bull.
My problem is I don't know how you would translate the card Runner into a Magic the Gathering effect.
What's Runner do?
That is... Runner just
he's
in
gonna poison himself.
Balatro, it gains, I think it's 15... No, not 15. I think it's like gains 5 chips every time you play a straight. So it's just a card that builds well off of playing straights. But in my experience, it's a very powerful card.
So
That's one of my like go-tos.
my immediate thought would be it would buff cards for having like a bunch of different converted mana costs. There's a few cards that do stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh God! Fucking-
I just know if I ever, even if I'm doing a different build at the time, if I see a runner in the first like 3 or 4 antes, I'll usually pivot to it because it's just a very good card in my experience.
Fair enough. It sounds cool. I like straights. I think they're cool.
Yeah, good. Not too difficult to make, and once you get that card built up, then it's like, it's a good enough chip card once it gets going that you don't even need to build straights once you get it to a certain
Yeah.
point.
Makes sense. Last time we played Magic, with a lot of the time we'll do poker dice as like to figure out who goes first. And I got a straight last time we played poker dice, and I felt pretty fucking good about it.
Right, so it starts at 0 chips, and then every time you play a straight, you get plus 15.
Yeah.
So if you get that card and you play 7 straights after getting it, then it is as good or better than a brand new like ice cream cone.
Oh,
and
wow.
it just stays that way because it never decreases. It can only increase or stay the same. So once you get it to that point, which does not take long to do, it's just a very solid chips card.
That's sick. Oh, it's sacrifice. You sacrifice the cap. So you can recur it. That's gross. I didn't know that. I own the card. I've never actually put it in a deck. Now I want to go through the Balatro Jokers and come up with MTG effects for them. So I've been fixated on, like...
I don't know how you would translate a hologram, but that's another Joker I like a lot. That one is, it gains, I think, 0.25 molt. Like, 0.25 times molt.
Yeah.
For every time you add a new card to your deck.
Oh. Huh. So I figured you'd probably want to use that for like a draw effect of some sort.
Yeah.
One second, somewhere.
In Balatro, it pairs really well with Certificate, which generates a card for free every turn.
Yeah.
So they build very well off of each other if you can get them.
Sure. Cost 4 to use and 2 to... Or cost 4 to get out and 2 to use. Pretty well balanced, actually. I actually, like, agree with you. I think it's just, like... And I think... I love the idea of cards that are just, like... zone defense for fucking... combo players. Like... If I knew someone... If I had a Jester's Cap in my deck... And I knew I was playing against someone who had, like, a 2-piece combo, I would have absolutely zero... compunctions about using it on them. Like, turnabout's fair play. Like, you should have at least one.
Combo. Well, too bad you don't have those cards anymore.
Yeah. Counterpoint. You're dead. And by you're dead, I mean I just took those cards out. Fully expect to be like arch enemy at that point, but it's like, it's okay. I got what I wanted, which is you not getting to pop off your combo. Not a lot of people in my pod play combos anyways, so I don't have to worry about that too often. The one guy who had a combo in his like a game-winning combo in his decks took his out because he's like, it's not actually fun after you've done it like the second time. You're like, oh. just kept Thassa's Oracle, Underworld Breach, Grape Shot, bye. I mean, that's pretty evil. The Grape Shot is one of those cards where you're just like, people are like, oh, Grape Shot's so strong, and then you're like, what the fuck? This is not strong. And then you play against someone who knows how to use it, and you're like, oh, I just hate. I have learned to hate because of this.
We were talking about the Sonic MTG cards earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of want to throw Knuckles into my like treasure
Oh,
based deck.
yes.
Not because I want the alternate win condition, But because if somebody's deck is being really fucking annoying, I want the option to just be like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, I agree. Knuckles looks pretty great, I think, honestly. I do wonder if they're gonna, like, do, like, Universes Within, or what they're gonna do with those, because they're secret layer cards, but they're unique creatures, and usually when they do that, they'll get, like, a second version of it. This card turned me into every ist possible. Hey,
Damn, it turned you into a Maoist?
What a specific ist. How's the move?
I was gonna say Taoist, and I'm like, is that actually a word? Am I making that up?
No, you're 100%. It's a word. And it's funny because as I've been playing Wu Chang, I've heard the word Taoist like 1,000 times because it has to do with like religious Taoism and philosophical Taoism are different things, and like religious Taoism is just kind of like the folk religion of China. So it's like a blanket statement for like a bunch of smaller kind of folk religions, sort of like Shinto in Japan, but without the like unifying elements provided by like the emperor and stuff. But because it's like every folk religion, there's a lot of like kind of unrelated Taoist temples. Whereas philosophical Taoism is the philosophy of the philosopher Lao Tzu, which is like, if you've ever heard Bruce Lee talk about martial arts, Bruce Lee was a big Taoist philosophically. It's a lot of like, be like water, go with the flow, like chill the fuck out type of stuff. An Otis.
Generally, guys,
yes.
I think you would just call them a dick. No.
Someone who hates.
I do like the idea though that card turned you into a Buddhist. It made you so mad you had to find inner peace and enlightenment.
To say the only
Shumei Masaji Oniwa, the glutton.
Look. Oh. I just threw a shuriken so hard it caused the game to lag out.
No.
How's Wyvern, you're moving, right? That's what's going on? Nirvana still fucking hated him.
Everyone and everything.
So it's like the couple from the Mountain Goats song No Children, where it's like, we're deeply in love with how much we hate each other and everyone else.
This Nightjar needs to fuck off.
He really does.
I swear it's always a ghost Nightjar that's just fucking with you during a fight.
It's either a Ghost Nightjar or a Red Eyes one.
Yeah.
Yeah, pellets. Okay, good. How you doing down there, bud?
Just chilling.
Made the whole stream lag out? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Like, oh, this particular mini boss is just like his whole like gimmick is, hey, are you patient enough to wait a full 2.5 seconds before you press the block button?
Yeah.
Because if not, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. If you are, double Ichimonji.
Gave you bite down though.
Sure did. You can bite down.
I don't think I've ever used bite down in this game.
When I first played this game casually,
but I don't think I've ever used it.
when I first played this game casually, because it's very similar to like the fake death pill from MGS3, I like brute forced it into my play like pattern.
Yo, Dudney, how's it going?
Heyo! How you been, dude? Oh man, after me, Dudney, and Slurpy Ninja hit up Shiki Mania yesterday. So fucking good. Oh my
jealous.
God. Games like,
hey
wait, dog.
Another one.
I heard you like Spear Generals. This is what, the third one Oh, fourth, because didn't we have one? Oh, no, early on was Armored Warrior, not
Missed Shikibu. Missed
Shikibu
Shikibu
Toshiaki.
Toshigatsu Yamauchi.
Yeah.
Shikibu. I don't think I've ever heard that name before. I mean, obviously I have since I've played Sekiro, but it's definitely an unusual name.
I was gonna say, let's be honest, no one's ever fully read the names of the Spear Generals.
Yeah.
Casual gameplay.
Just like, you look at the name of the Spear Generals and you're just like, okay, Japanese name, got it.
Casual gameplay implies the ranked and competitive gameplay, and that's just nerd talk. I like how Katanas took that old joke and like reversed it. Want to go back again, just to get that class again before it's gone. Heck yeah, bud. They actually just opened a place like a block from my house. Around
another
the place.
Shikimenya location?
No, I fucking wish. It's called Kintoki. I'm excited to try it out.
Also, do me a favor, go back to Shikimenya, get some like tonkatsu ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Dump that shit into like an envelope and mail it my way.
Yeah, just like a manila envelope full of noodles. Just soggy, slopping its way across the border.
Not as many as you would think, Eka. I haven't been earning them at as fast of a rate as I did.
In part because I stream like half as much as I used to.
Yeah, and I miss a lot of them, and I don't have the like multiplier for having like a tier 3 sub anymore.
I had a tier 3 sub is insanity.
I did for a while.
I appreciate it, but
what was that? I'm at 630.3k.
Okay. Not bad.
I also miss out on a lot of free points because I keep forgetting that I turned off auto join raids in Better Twitch TV.
Yeah, fair.
And then when I remember that that's a thing, I'm like, oh wait, I'm not in the right. And then it happened, and I already missed it.
That's unfortunate. Not Headless Masanaga.
Damn.
Look very headless.
Eka out here being a hero.
Yeah. Heka's a IRL hero, just a good fucking dude on all accounts. He really wants to whistle and summon dogs, but I shan't be letting him do that. disagree.
I feel misled. Dude, that guy definitely had a head.
Well, not anymore, you don't. Jabroni. They really enjoyed meeting. We're at the draft. And he's part of the reason the draft happened. And the draft was fun as hell. I want to do a similar thing, but for my stupid meme popper decks that I've been making. And get my friends to play like, oh, do you want to play this? It's a kindred deck where the kin is having stupid names.
See, I kind of want to try just for fun. I want to try making like a popper deck just with the cards I already own and nothing else.
Probably could.
Yeah. It probably would still be weaker than anything you make just because of the like inevitable power creep of Magic that's happened over the last 10 years.
I mean that's fair, although a lot of the cards I've used for this have been old as shit. Sometimes it's really old cards paired with really new cards, like my Kithkin in Space deck, which is just a bunch of little hobbits from Lorwyn and like laser guns and spaceships from End of Eternities. But it's funny to me.
My two like ideas for what I could do with the cards I have is I could either try and make popper decks out of them, or I could just rebuild the like precons that I bought forever ago, and then if the deck sucks, it's not my fault.
That's true too. You got options. Also, it's funny. I was watching Shuffle Up and Play the other day, and the episode I was watching, the professor was using a Inigo Montoya deck, and I was like, "Hey, 10 out of 10 would come troll everyone again." Hey, sounds good to me, man. You control them with a Voltron deck where it's all based on having red, green, and black creatures, but it's all scarecrows, so none of the creatures have a color, but they can obtain colors. So stupid. Oh, fuck that shit. That's brutal, Mechatonis.
Yeah, that is brutal. It's a lot of overtime to not get. Wonder if anyone's made a meme Magic deck where, like, I posted before that like meme deck that's all land. I wonder if anyone's made a deck that has no land in it.
I think so. I don't know how you do a zero
Just
drop.
to get mana from other sources.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you'd have to use Mana Crypt as your initial mana to cast other mana rocks. Also, yeah, Hecatonis, I was thinking of, speaking of drafting, I was thinking of getting, they're expensive because it's been out of print for like a decade, but I wanted to get a box of Battleborn because it's a set that was all meant to be two-headed giant, and I think that'd be fun.
Actually, I don't know if a deck with no mana would be legal. Doesn't the mulligan rule work where like if the hand you draw has no land in it, you mulligan, and if it still has no land, then you just forfeit?
I think it's the old mulligan rule. The current mulligan rule is you can just do it's like called a London mulligan. You can just mulligan once for free, and then you can play with whatever you got in your hand. Oh, dude, I might need to consult you. I want to, for one of the meme joke decks in my popper shitpost, I want to make a Grixis control deck, but that it's like a custody battle over a child, but the child is the concept of black mana. And it's blue and red fighting over having black mana. Ooh, Praying Strikes. I already have Ichimonji double.
Geist, I'm in the same boat most of the time. A bunch of people I talk to regularly are very into Magic, and I haven't played Magic in a long ass time.
We'll change that. We'll get both of you up from the States someday. And we'll have a good old time just slinging cards. Ooh, Memory of the Demon of Hatred.
See, the thing is, we could play Magic at any time using, like, Tabletop Sim, but nobody wants to spend time, like, remaking their deck in Tabletop, so what we should just do is just play Magic and like point webcams at the table.
There's a thing for that. Spell Table is like an officially supported like app that does that. Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's another thing that's really cool is, oh fuck, I'm out of healing items. Mana Box is so fucking good for scanning decks. And we got a guy at work to 3D print a little like slide thing. So we just like stack the deck there and it slides them all through, and Mana Box like digitizes a deck list, and like the whole process takes a few seconds. It's fucking bonkers. It's cool as hell.
That is really cool, actually.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem I have right now for like, well, the biggest problem is I don't have enough money to justify spending any on Magic cards right now.
Yeah, fair.
But if I did, if I was going to get back in, I would want to at least buy like some packs. I don't want to just buy individual cards.
Yeah, I mean, buying singles
and so
is...
I need, and I know that like packs for sets that have already gone by get really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I need a set that I give a damn about to come around at the right time.
Yeah. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta watch Spice 8 Rack's video on Lorwyn. But do that like close to November when the new Lorwyn set comes out, and then you'll be really into Lorwyn, because Lorwyn's cool as shit.
I wish the fuck, what's that set called? It was a fairly recent one.
Thunder Junction?
No.
I don't know why that was my go-to. I
don't know how expensive they are now, but I would love to get some Bloomburrow packs.
Oh, Bloomburrow packs are still fairly available. I have bought Bloomburrow packs.
Like, to me, buying individual cards to, like, fill out the deck that you want is all well and good, but I feel like a big part of the fun is just not knowing what you're getting.
100% Kraken packs is always fun. I own no cards. I own 2 boxes. One from Kamigawa, one from Theros. That's cool. I like Kamigawa. And I like Theros, actually. The best pack I've ever opened was the Theros pack.
I think from, like, the recent sets, Bloomburrow and Thunder Junction are definitely the two that appeal the most to me.
We had,
I mean, obviously the Final Fantasy, but I know those sets have gone stupid expensive already.
yeah. But the market's kind of lower on the singles and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I think the best thing to do is do like pre-releases to open packs, and then yeah, buy like, because you'll get cards. There are cards I've gotten from pre-releases or packs that I never would have thought to buy on my own, and then have been like, oh, but if I put this in a deck, I could do this thing. And then I've gotten like, I've built decks around those cards. Pre-releases are nice because you get like a decent number of packs, and you get to use them in like a cool setting. A little event. Well, I'll let you know if I do, I was gonna say if I do. I was gonna say next time I do a pre-release 2HG, I'll give you a call, man. Because I'm always looking for people to do pre-releases with. I almost did the Spider-Man one. I did not give a single fuck about the Spider-Man set. But I almost did the Spider-Man pre-release just because pre-releases are fucking fun.
I'm sure the Avatar pre-release will be fun when that comes around.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to, like, go to my local and be like, please let me know when these when entries open for this, because I really want to get in on that. And I missed out on Edge of Eternities, because Two-Headed Giant is getting really popular here.
See, the problem is if you go to the Avatar pre-release and you don't get a Cabbage Merchant card, you're going to be really disappointed.
That's true. I'm gonna have to just shout, "My cabbages!" all the time. And everyone will be like, shut the fuck up. We know. We've seen the show. Holy shit. And I'll be like, but it was funny because I said it. And they're like, no, it wasn't actually. They should have like a running tally going for like how many people read out the card, Soka's haiku in its entirety, unedited, and how many other people rolled their eyes and went shut the fuck up while that was happening. Well, sounds good. I will hold you to that, Ekatanis. Like I said, I do want to, and I feel that, dude, especially because the hobby's gotten way more expensive. But, so we can all meet up and play a stupid meme league with all of the popper decks I made for it. I knew it was going to be, a headless. I don't know how I knew it was going to be a headless. I knew it was a headless. Even when it was over and I knew it was going to be a headless.
I could feel it in my bones.
So
It's headless of the water, so I assume it's an underwater headless.
Oh, that'll make it easier.
Like, how does the transparency affect your moment?
Yeah, whoever you fight here does.
I know, but it's very funny with a headless.
It is, yeah. The good news is this is the last headless. So you had the one in the cave, we had the one replacing, the French tickler.
The fact that Hecatana said millipedes instead of centipedes just made me think of a very cursed alternate Sekiro where you cut off the ape's head and instead of a regular centipede coming out, it's like a giant version of a house centipede.
Oh yeah, that would be cursed.
Fucking weird furry heads.
Yeah.
That'd be strange. Just giant fucking mustache pops out of this guy's neck, this ape's neck.
No, we don't need any peds popping out of anywhere.
Man, I saw one of a house centipede in, like, I encountered one in real life not too long after getting really into this game, and it freaked me the fuck out.
That's fair.
It really freaked me out because, like, I encountered it. It was like, again, like looking at it, it was like against carpet, like it was on carpet rather. So like you couldn't see it very well, especially because of the pattern of the carpet. All I could see, I couldn't really see it. I could only see movement.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy.
And then I killed it, and only after I killed it and was looking fairly closely at it, I was like, oh, that's what it was. That's fucking weird. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, they're nasty boys. Also, this stream's been going longer than I'd planned, so I think I'm just gonna do Ashura. I do want to get some other games in tonight.
I'm actually gonna dip now. I hate to dip early, but
All
I want to
good.
get a shower in before we do other games. So.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Cool. Well, thanks for joining me, Kat.
So, yeah, thanks for having me on.
And
good
always.
luck with the rest of this.
Thanks. It should just
I will talk to you in a bit.
Sounds good. Ooh, old man Ishin. Oh, sorry, corrupted Ishin.
Well, I have to watch you. I have to watch this. I need to see him set this graveyard on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess he won't.
Hey, well.
There we go. The hitbox on that move is so fucking weird.
It is. Oh, killing him with the old,
Nice. Well done.
Telekinesis or telepathy? That's tough.
Telekinesis. I don't want to hear what other people are thinking. I have enough anxiety.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a non-evil way to use telepathy. I'm sure there is. But telekinesis.
Telekinesis would be so nice, though.
Instead of aura farming, maybe he should have been using both hands the entire time. I love the idea of Ishin aura farmer. I mean, it's accurate, but...
Like he needs it.
All right. Oh, catch you later.
See, telekinesis would be perfect, because then when you're like, you get all comfortable on the couch, and then you realize that your drink is on the other side of the room. And you're like, ah, shit. And then you could just grab it.
I just love the Patrick Stewart, that like bit. I can't remember which comedian did it this alike. Sir Patrick, you're gonna play a superhero. Oh, what's his superpowers? Oh, he's a very powerful psychic. Oh, so I'm like running around doing psychic stuff? No, you're in a wheelchair. Okay. It's like, yeah, but you have the power to move great giant objects with your mind. It's like, but one of those objects isn't my legs. Oh, I'm gonna kill Hanbei real quick.
It needs to work by like buggy rules of you can
Yeah.
you can use telekinesis to make yourself fly, but you can't make your shoes fly, and you can't leave a certain distance from your shoes.
Yeah. Also, yeah, good point, TRG. That is how Doctor Strange uses his hands. All right. Catch you after your shower.
I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
You too. What a successful run of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That I don't have to go to the fucking ape hole. When's Valkyrie profile 2? When I have a chance to, like, farm off screen, unfortunately. It's been very busy the last few weeks. I'll show you a lightsaber, goddammit. Ape hole is your porn name? It would be. I can eavesdrop on this guy. I'm just gonna kill him. It's better than most flute duders deserve. Yeah, I wanna finish it before Slurpathon. That's still my goal, but yeah, a lot of stuff has come up. I mean, tomorrow will be Bonanza, and then I do want to do a stream of the new Biorand this week. But hopefully next week will be yeah, hopefully next week will be VP2. And I also really want to finish Indiana Jones, although I think we are pretty close. Like, they just gave me the, like, this is the next quest. It's the, like, Point of no return for Giza. Holy shit, the oops all generals fucking see to this game. Yeah, but which season of Shameless? I'm asking for a stupid joke. Also, I know it said on the schedule, dude, but are you doing the same route of not same route, same category for Devil and Me? This fine slurpathon. Whee! Also, thank you for the 100 bits, my friend. This is going to point this out. Some graphic artist is damn proud of the city layout and jump through everything in under 30 seconds. Oh, so it's okay, yeah. Oh, hey, run and slide. Oh, that's sick. I'm excited. That is like one of my favorite things at Slurpathon each year is the like cozy ass movie night that is watching Dark Pictures anthology game. That'd be cool. Well, after so many people expressed interest in doing Expedition 33, I thought it'd be really cool if people did a like a relay of that game. That one requires you to film game over like 52 times. Alright, see who our final bosses are. Lady Butterfly 2. Holy. Mop knows Kefka and Narsh really well. I think it'd be fun to do another Kefka and Narsh race, but this arena's ass. Yeah, it sucks. LB1 isn't bad, but LB2 can be a real pain in the ass because the ghosts, some of the summons end up above the roof. Sarah's waiting for you to start. Oh. Owlfather. I'm down with that. Fuck. So we can getting stabbed in the back. It's embarrassing getting fucking Makiri countered. This fight is so cool. Agreed. You got better though. I sure did. Still kind of wild to me that there isn't a route of this game where the end boss is Owl. Like Owl Father. It'd be a hoot if there was. Oh. This phase 2 of this fight's so fucking cool. The owl. Shit. That's fair. I also prefer Owl over Sword Saint. But I do like the Sword Saint fight. Oh. Shit. I think I have to switch to Praying Strikes. I guess I could do Mortal Draw. I find Praying Strikes more useful against Owl than Ichimonji or Double. Because it forces a block out of him. And it's short, so you're not, like, committed to a big hit. Like like the dead angle? Yeah. Or like manipulating his move list. Oh shit. Shadowfall. Oh! I once forced Spearless in version 1.2 of of this game, which isn't supposed to be possible, but I know that there's a way to get him to defeat you really quickly if you hesitate. Thank you. GG's. Let's find out what our time was.
I remember there was a trick to make him always fire the gun, and then he used, like, living force to deflect it with the umbrella. But that might not be the specific, manip. 437, not very cash money of me. Huh?
Yeah, and I'm used to doing them like duos. Oh, thanks for hanging out. Always appreciate y'all. Back tomorrow with Bonanza. And then there'll be a new we'll do the new bio rand at some point. We're gonna raid Super Unknown. Swing, let him react. If he swings, you deflect and repeat from the top. If he does his back jump, you iframe into him and repeat the process. Oh, yeah. That works for a surprising number of things in Sekiro. Just like don't swing multiple times, and that's how I always tell people to fight the generals the first time. Just swing once and watch which direction his sword is going. But yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Show Super lots of love, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.